We all have needs. Some we can handle, others are beyond our means. But the question we all struggle with is this: how will we be able to meet those needs? Well, I've got your answer. But before I get to that, I want to say welcome to Mornings with Bishop Robert. Come on in, have a seat with me here in my study, grab a cup of your favorite beverage, and we'll take a few minutes to explore a faith item that'll impact your life. You know, my goal is to introduce people to the Jesus they never knew and help them get to know him and his word personally and better. So if our time together today speaks to your heart, would you let me invite you to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend. Also, feel free to join our email list. You'll get a free copy of my book, Count to One, and you'll get Mornings with Bishop Robert sent directly to your inbox every day, and there's a bunch of other great benefits. So just click the link in the description and you'll find out all about them. Well, you know, sometimes we can't really see what we really need because of what we think we need. 2 people I know have sons with substance abuse issues. The first one's son thinks he needs money for legal fees, money to repair his truck, and money for a place to live. He doesn't. He actually needs what the second person's son has. The second son came to the point in his life where he knew he needed help with his addiction, and he found it. Thankfully, he found it in a life-changing relationship with Jesus Christ that broke his addiction and completely changed him. Now the second son has a growing faith, consistent work, a reliable income, and hope for the future. A future that doesn't involve addiction. And that, my friend, is also what the first son needs. Because as long as his addictions are ruling his life, the money that comes in for legal fees, truck repairs, and housing probably won't get spent on any of those things. Well, today's verse says, "Your Father in heaven knows much better than you do how to give good things to his children." Your Father in heaven loves you with an everlasting love that's beyond all possible comprehension. And he wants to show you that love in ways that will have massive and eternal impact. He does know much better than we do how to give us good things. But there's a problem. Much like the first son, we don't always see what we really need. Some of us think we have everything we need. We're relying on our own skills, abilities, and resources. Others of us are struggling to even make ends meet. We've got bills that are regularly paid late. We live from paycheck to paycheck. Well, whether you're living in the place of plenty or keep running out of money before you run out of month, it can be very hard to recognize the good things that God is giving you, because they meet our real needs. But we may not always see them as the good things we need. Sometimes the things that we think are good get in the way of the things that really are good. And when we focus on those things, we reveal our prideful nature. I'm reminded of the little girl who received a watch and perfume for her birthday. Oh, she was so excited that she was pestering everyone all day long to listen to the ticking of her watch and smell her perfume. Well, at dinner, her mother said, "Honey, I know you're excited about your gifts, but please don't mention them while we eat." Well, all through dinner, she sat silently, although she, sniffed audibly at times and often raised her wrist to listen to her watch. Finally, as the meal came to an end, she just couldn't contain it anymore, and she blurted out, "I'm not supposed to mention it, but if anyone hears anything or smells anything, it's me." When we're excited about our gifts and we don't we define those gifts as the things we have, we tend to miss the point as much as the little girl. Often the gifts that God gives us come disguised as opportunities to share, to give away, to grow in faith. Yeah, your Father in heaven knows much better than you do how to give good things to his children, and he does so. He gives us his gifts: salvation, faith, grace. He gives wisdom, finances, leadership ability, generosity, miracles, and so much more. The gifts that God gives us ought to excite us, because the giver of all good gifts tells us, ask, it'll be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives. Everyone who seeks finds. And to everyone who knocks, the door will be opened. He who supplies seed to the farmer and bread for food will supply and multiply the store of seed he gives you. And he'll do it to increase the harvest of your righteousness. You'll be enriched in every way, but it's so you can be generous on every occasion, so that your giving will produce thanksgiving to God. Yeah, giving produces thanksgiving in us and in others. Sir Winston Churchill said, "We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give." Everything God gives us can be given to others. And as we are faithful channels of his blessing, he just continues to pour his gifts into us. I think it was J.L. Kraft, the founder of Kraft Foods and a devout follower of Jesus, who was once asked, "How are you able to give so much and still have so much?" "Well," he said, "as I shovel out, the Lord shovels in. And he has a bigger shovel than I have." Sometimes we can't really see what we really need because of what we think we need. What we need is the faith to give more. Well, what I need right now is to wrap this up. So can I ask you to help me introduce people to the Jesus they never knew and help them get to know him and his word personally and better? Please like this video to help more people see it. And then click follow or subscribe so that you and I can get together every day. Also, don't forget to click the link in the description to get that free copy of my book, Count to One, God's Plan for Christian Unity, and get subscribed to this email list. And one more thing, share this video with a friend, would you? Because as you do, you're part of the team touching more than 1 million hearts all over the world with the love of Jesus. Thanks for helping.